Kept you waiting, huh?
Hello there, and welcome to CrossCast episode 77, recorded live on twitch.tv/the crossplayers on Thursday, 28th June 2022. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by three absolute guys. The first of them being, doesn't care about story, doesn't care about gameplay, doesn't care about graphics, doesn't care about genre, doesn't care about art style, doesn't care about the game, doesn't care about hygiene, stinks, doesn't care about work, doesn't care about food, doesn't care about Coldplay, doesn't care about Coldplay fans, doesn't care about you, he only cares about his gamer score. And it's even less now, those silky platinums, because you do an Xbox podcast and you're not allowed to play the PlayStation. Isn't that right, Alex?
Partially right, partially wrong.
Partially
I think now I'm maturing as a person and I'm starting to care about more things in life. So
Oh yeah,
I do have a little care about story. I do care about smelling a wee bit, so I will wash a bit more. I like to keep myself clean, fresh. So yeah, slight evolution of man here.
Good. I know one person that hates story at all levels. Freshly sluiced and ready for action, he goes by many names: Tesseract, Clothes Hanger, Smash Boy, Spanky McFarling, the Dirty Fumbler, Flump, Keith. But we know him as the slippery bugger. Ben hates stories.
I do hate stories. I even tuned out of that, to be honest, Lewis.
It's too long.
You're an A on my keyboard.
You're right, an A, exactly. Where is the A prompt? You're right.
Yeah, good man, thank you.
Good. And last but by no means least, fructose, sucrose, glucose, and everything like those. These were ingredients used to make a boy. The perfect boy. Thus Daniel Ward was born.
Fucking fucked it, hold on.
Oh, pyrotechnics.
Whoa. For audio listeners, Dan has a sparkler that he's
Look
trying
at that handshake.
Whoa.
Hey!
Good times, come on. He's having a party.
So again,
Party
for
for one.
the audio listeners, Dan has put a marigold on one hand and he's holding a sparkler.
Is the marigold purely for safety?
I'm planning this to put it out with.
Man has left the room to extinguish the sparkler. Jesus Christ.
Like a maniac. He's walking about in his dressing gown, a pair of flip-flops and a lit sparkler with one marigold on. It's like
No
Michael
idea
Jackson
where to
gone
put
wrong.
it.
Anyway,
That's
until he comes back in, he's both alright as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
Better, thank you.
Good.
What's he spraying? He's spraying a hose. Slightly excessive.
Safe. Put it in a bucket of water.
YouTube.com/the crossplayers if you want to see this fucking nonsense.
Here he comes. Coming back in.
He's back. Still got the marigold on. I think he'll be keeping that
Still,
on.
it's safety. Safety first.
Safety first.
Hopefully spirit's not too dampened.
No.
Good set piece. Good set piece there. Dan.
Yeah. Do you want to walk us through that there, Dan?
Persona 5, innit? I just got very excited and I was like, what can I do to bring a bit of a spark to the podcast today, since bit of spark's been brought into my life and my Nintendo Switch OLED's life. So there you go.
Good.
Spoilers.
A spark of hope, if you will.
Spark of hope.
No.
Twin moons.
It's not that game. Twin moons. There was a girl a couple of years above me at school, and her name was
Twin Moons.
Shona Mooney.
Oh wow. Okay.
Don't
One
making me laugh too hard tonight.
It's not a joke, but it's 100%.
Her name was Shoma Nuni.
Shona Mooney.
Shona Nuni.
Oh, right. I thought you said Shoma Nuni. That's even worse.
Just implied.
Oh dear, he's all right. What have you got to drink, Ben? It sounds like you've had a few.
I'm just drinking an old classic, a San Miguel.
Ooh, say holiday.
Yeah.
And it's also in a San Miguel glass.
It's... Wait until you get to our sponsors for this episode, Lewis.
Whoa! Can't wait.
Spoilers.
Alex, what about yourself?
I have a lovely grapefruit Erdinger again. I think
Oh,
I had
yeah?
this last time as well. But yeah,
0%. Lovely.
Yes, nice and refreshing.
Mr. Ward.
Coke
Is that
Zero.
Dr. Pepper.
Coke Zero. Yeah, Coke Zero.
I've just got water. And I've done it with sans chia seeds tonight.
Ooh.
I didn't want to be villainised again.
You weren't, but you
last time.
wanted to be villainised. You wanted to be bullied. Like you brought it on
I
yourself.
suppose
Victim,
so.
like Ben said.
Yeah, like I said, it's still genuinely tasty. All right. Do you wanna go into a little bit of pick up and play?
Yeah.
Let's.
Oh wow!
Pick up and play time, a section where we speak about things that we picked up and other things that we played. Mr. Strother Smith, I'm going to come to you first.
Me? Oh, thank you very much. What have
Sorry, a dog just ran into the room there.
It was just bringing the level up to my level. Just trying to meet me in the middle. What have I been playing? Well, I haven't had any pickups this week. Partially because I've been ill.
There
I
we
have
go. He's
been-
crying it in.
I'm not crying it in. I'm going to leave it there. What I was going to say is because I've been ill, I've spent more time in bed, so I've actually been playing my Switch.
Hey.
Which not very much, but I have played it. So been playing quite a lot of Fall Guys, which Tyler and I spoke about on the X-Blues podcast. I'm not going to say too much more about that. But what else I played is Fire Girl Hack and Splash DX, which is more fun than it sounds. Well, actually, it sounds quite fun, I would say. Lovely little pixel art type game where you get to play that dream role of a firefighter trying to save civilians from burning buildings. I mean, what more could you really want? So, a little bit of a kind of shoot 'em up, a little bit of a platformer. You start there, it's just you and your hose taking out the fires.
Have you got them in different area codes as well?
But so you kind of start off and it's exactly what you'd expect from that type of kind of comedic pixel art game. You go in, you speak to your fire master, they give you jobs to go out on to save civilians in the perils of danger. You then attract fans as you go to kind of go through each of the levels, and the more fans you get, depending on how well you get through each of the levels, the more money you gain. You get the money, get your upgrades, kind of better capacity of your water tank, kind of stronger hose, so you can propel yourself a bit more around the levels.
Dangerous.
Upgrading your axe, you can get a dog. I mean, what more could you want? Get your own pet dog.
It's a question that there's a lot of people I'm sure are going to ask, is that can you pet the dog?
I think you can pet the dog. You can certainly interact with the dog.
You can interact with it. Let's just leave that there.
You can interact with it with your
What
hose.
have you done to the dog?
Got a bit
like
wet.
a balloon.
The poor wet dog, yeah. So yeah, a lot of fun for a little game. I quite enjoyed it.
I've never heard of this one. What?
So it's a Thunderful game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised. It sounds like one of those classic Alex, or let's just Google Easy 1000G.
No, because I didn't play it on the Xbox. I played it on Switch, so there was no achievements
Wow.
to
No-
be seen.
no
It is
kudos.
on Xbox though. Yeah.
Impressive. You are
Yeah.
maybe you are a changed man, Alex.
I am.
But you were playing it and you were like, I really wish I could have got something.
Some
from
gamer
that.
score for that, yeah.
This is
Always.
pointless. I'm having fun, but what am I achieving?
Nothing.
I get it.
All right, cool, lovely. I've no idea what this game even looks like. It sounds pretty cool.
Just imagine a little girl in a fireman helmet.
No, don't.
Don't do that. Say it 3 times and you'll summon Mark.
All right, Ben, what about yourself?
Oh,
Ben, what are you
crikey.
doing next?
I played Electhead. Remember that from the recent indie
Yeah.
showcase? And that was one of the ones where we went, oh, well, it's a bit good. But then it came out last week and with fairly little fanfare, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw it on the eShop. Thought, oh, I'll play that, and I did, and it was really good. It's basically what it is. Your little fella, you've got.
What's wrong with you?
Basically, like a
The lot of
You
you.
little fella.
you've got a light bulb head, and any surface that you touch, you electrify, basically. And that is the main mechanic that you use to solve these little puzzle rooms. So it's kind of like if you imagine like Celeste, you go from room to room, but whereas in Celeste it's kind of like a test of how dexterous you can be with your finger work. This is more how do you solve that? How do you solve that puzzle using this? Anything that I stand on, you know, it powers up. So it might be just, if you touch one surface, it might make a platform move. That sort of thing. And then very soon in the game you get the ability to throw your head, and then you can like electrify things that are at a distance. But then you've only got 10 seconds from your body that your body has to rejoin your head, otherwise you blow up. It's really good. It's very cool. It's very indie, sort of pixel art style, like two-tone graphics.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you find it easy to play whilst also reading the walkthrough?
No, it wasn't actually necessary. So I would in fact say it got the balance exactly right for a puzzle game. At no point did I get frustrated. There's a couple where it took me a few minutes going, how the hell do I do this? But yeah, managed to kind of get through it fairly easily. So, yeah, really nice way to spend 2 or 3 hours, I would say.
Oh,
Recommended.
lovely.
Highly recommend it. And I think it's $7.99 on the eShop.
It's not bad at all.
Good little price. But yeah, I'd say check it out. Add it
Cool.
to your wish lists right now.
It's on the sale.
And
Wait there.
yeah, it's really good, and it's weird. It's in a not 16:9. What's the other aspect ratio? The old school one, but it's that, you know, like all
4:3
the NES games and something like that. Yeah, whatever it is, I can't remember. But
It
it's
reminds
that
me of
on
a
screen.
Game Boy style.
Yeah, exactly. So it's got
Little
that
bit.
look about it. It sounds sort of chip-tuney as well. It's, and
Is
you
this... Was it done by the same folk that did Gato Roboto?
don't
that
think
something?
so. No. That was another one that was in that indie showcase.
Yeah, okay.
one
Was
with
that the
cool name.
Gunbrella one? No.
Gunbrella, yeah.
Was it
Ah.
Gunbrella?
Yes, that was that one.
But no, if you like an indie and you like, you know, short games, that would get you thinking and put a smile on your face. I highly
Excellent.
recommend Electhead.
Ben, speaking of things that are electric and heads, speaking of things that are electric and heads, Ben,
Yes. Wow, Lewis, that was a segue and a half. You know what else has got an electric head? Do you?
no, no, please tell us.
The Lawnmower 4.0 from our sponsors, Manscaped. That's right, folks. This episode of CrossCast is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Join over 4 million men and approximately 8 million balls who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code CROSS at manscaped.com. Who has been using their lovely, lovely equipment this week?
Me,
Yeah? Go on
Yep.
and show us.
wait there.
I'm bald and buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
What have you tested?
So I did the lawnmower and thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely fantastic. And whilst, like I said, no shaving product is perfect, I think it's clear to say. I had no issues with it at all. It was really easy to use. I made sure to use the guards after not using the guard for the first attempt. But the production quality of it is fantastic, and much to Ben's delight, I actually used it on my face as well, because I was like, that is a very, very good precision trimmer. So I'm happy with it.
You found a hair on your face. That's good. Congrats.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but my balls are an homage to your facial hair at the moment. So I'll take a picture of that and post it later.
No, you're right though. It is actually genuinely like a decent build quality. It does feel like a premium product.
Yeah, I've got another brand,
Just saying.
and it's a well-known make, which I won't mention, but again, shits on that one for face. So shits on your face.
That's a different podcast.
That's not part of the ad read.
No,
Shits on your face. No.
After dark.
buzz in.
But Lewis, you're happy with yours as well?
Yeah, I've used mine. It was a bit. I read the instructions. Like I want to make sure you use this properly. Like what Dan said, use the guard. And when I got close to my dangly bits, I was still slightly nervous, but it was all fine and good. The image within the instructions of the person shaving like an orange or whatever made me feel a little bit more comfortable. But I treaded with care. But yeah, it's really good. Like and it isn't just because it's an ad. It really is. It's good at what it does.
Hey, and props to it as well. Like a nice little shave down there, a bit of a tidy up. Looks bigger. That's all I'm saying. Looks bigger.
I think we can move on. I think that's
I can't.
you don't need to say any more.
Staying this length
yeah,
forever.
get 20% off and free shipping.
And 20% on.
Very good.
With the code CROSS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using the code CROSS. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Beautiful. Dan, what have you and your slightly larger penis been doing?
No, that's the thing. It's the same size. It just looks a little bit more impressive if you hold it at a certain angle and there's no cold wind. I picked up this thing that I was going to go and grab from my bag today from Game. So if you remember of Game Elite, I don't know if any of you guys are. No, it's worth it. It's like £1 a month at the moment, but it's not an ad, and it does make your dick bigger. So £1 a month with Game Elite, and they do like discount codes for different products now and again. And it's like kind of hidden away in the app a little bit, but I kind of went foraging for it after an email came in and said like, go and have a look at your Game Elite discount. I think it's still there, but you can get 10 quid off this little 3D pixel box. And what it basically does is you can download different pixel art for it, and it'll display it on there, and it's like a clock. It's a Bluetooth speaker. It's a really astute one as well, really good quality. And then on top of that, it's like I said, you can either download your own pixel art or create your own pixel art for it. So I'll pop a couple of pictures in the group later on WhatsApp or Discord if you want to join over there, and show you what that product is. But I'm really excited to use it. I've seen it previewed on quite a lot of like desk aesthetic Instagram accounts, and it seems very similar to the I can't remember the name of the bloody thing, the Lametric, which I've got. Which is that
I was
thing,
looking at one of them,
which is fantastic again, and you can kind of swap between all your. Oh, need to take that off. But like the cross players, like YouTube and like people, how many followers we've got, or Twitch. You get a timer on there on the Lametric thing, and you can do all those things as well on this little pixel art box. So yeah, and it's only maybe that big, not that.
Is it that?
It is that. Yeah, it's exactly that.
Oh.
So I got a tenner off it, and I had 12 quid in my Game account. So I was just like,
Sure, I understand.
neither do I. But basically worked out like 15 quid or something for it.
Cool.
So yeah, it's definitely worth it. And again, like all these like little desk aesthetics things, so it's worth it. Anyway, I'll post pictures of that. that was my pickup. I am on the hunt for Fire Emblem Three Houses again, because I've just got a knack of playing, or an urge to go and play that game after playing more of Triangle Strategy. So I'm trying to pick that up. Anyone that finds a decent deal for it, let me know. HMU.
Let me know as well, so I want to get that physically too.
There we go. Tell Ben as
It's
well.
also one that I would like physically.
Well, tell me first, because I was the one that asked first, and then tell these
That's
other
And then
mugs.
tell me, and
That's
then
fair.
I'll maybe tell
No,
us.
no,
give
Don't-
it to me.
Don't tell me.
you don't care. You just want to
No.
play firemen with big
if
heads.
Fireman Simulator with
Yeah,
hose.
fire-
If you see a racing game, go Alex's way.
That's it. Yeah. So been playing a few different games, so I won't go into FIFA too much because that bores people. But I've been playing quite a bit of the new Fortnite. So Lewis has been playing this as well.
Yes.
I've played maybe another 4 matches and won a couple. I thought it was really, really fun. And then watched Alex play quite a few as well. And you
I
got
enjoyed it.
two dubs on
2
your
wins.
first 2 goes,
Yeah.
didn't you, as well? Who you
Oh,
playing with?
I was all down to Heather though.
Yeah, you and Heather playing duos, and she was just ordering you about, which was amazing.
Yeah, that was
It's
fine. I had no clue what to do. She was like, "Go over there." I'm like, okay, fine.
Funniest part was where she was like trying to bully you out of ammo, and she was just going to you, "Have you got the small ammo?" And you were like explaining what ammo she wanted. And she was like, "No, that's not it." And she sounded really disappointed in you, and I was like, "That's very funny."
I'm like, I don't need ammo. My gun just seems to have infinite ammo. Take what you want.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. But I'd say that new season of Fortnite is probably the most fun it's been since we all played it last. And then
Yeah,
on top of that,
definitely.
the no build mode as well is fantastic because it takes away the element I think none of us really enjoyed. Which is when you get to like the final 5 and there's just some child that can build a tower and off you all within about 3 seconds. So
Yeah.
definitely feels more balanced. I like the skins in it, and yeah, I'm quite excited to play that a little bit more. The only other game is Fall Guys, so I got 2 wins in that. Alex, how many have you got?
3 or 4.
You got 3 or 4 wins already. Bloody hell! Well, I feel like shit now because I thought you hadn't got any.
I tweeted my win before you. You just didn't see it.
Yeah, but you didn't retweet it from the Cross Players account.
No,
Nah.
I didn't do that. I
I
thought
didn't need a pat on my shoulder.
I was on cloud 9. My penis looked bigger, so I was just going for it. But that is a very fun game. Like, I remember playing it when it first came out and kind of enjoying it. And I don't think it hit the group that hard at that point, and nobody was really interested in playing it, so kind of left it be. But that is a game we 100% have to jump into. I think once they've sorted the server issues out, because we had a bit of an issue, didn't we? We were trying to. A couple of us on Xbox and a few of us were on PlayStation, was it?
I think it was a specific PS5 issue that we're having because they were telling you to use the PS4 version, but I think it is sorted now.
Is it? Okay.
What was the issue? Sorry.
you just
You
couldn't
couldn't join.
invite him.
The invites weren't working across
Yeah.
Epic.
Right. Okay.
So at the Epic link wasn't working between the 2 different platforms, but
Okay.
what I played of it, really enjoyed. It seems like they got rid of a couple of game modes as well within it. I haven't come across some of the levels that were a bit shit, which is quite good, and it seems more weighted towards individual games than it does the team ones. They come up a lot rarer as well, which is great. So yeah,
Yeah, there
definitely
seems
worth
to be
it.
less of those like grabbing a tail off someone else kind of games. That are a bit-
Yes.
There has been the odd one, but definitely not as many.
yeah.
There's
Those
a
are always the rubbish ones.
there's a few that require genuine skill, and then there's a few that it's just pure luck, really, in terms of it. But it's one of the few games I'll play, and if somebody starts being a shithouse on it and like grabbing me and like pulling me off a ledge or like trying to pull me in a certain way, that it, like one of the spinny things hits me, like it's genuinely hilarious, and I can't not laugh at it. So it's just it's just a very, very fun game. So we should definitely jump into it.
Yeah.
So I know it's like deliberately imprecise, isn't it? And sort of wonky and floppy.
Yeah, yeah.
Back to your penis again, Dan. But the I don't enjoy it as much
The penis. Or...
as I should. Yeah.
What have you been playing it on the Xbox or PlayStation or the Switch? Because the
I think
Switch,
I've only ever played it on PlayStation.
because the Switch version is even more imprecise. Like I've played it across all 3 this week, and the Switch version's it's not struggling. That's unfair. It's certainly a lot slower, and it's a lot more imprecise in terms of control.
I played Fall Guys a while back on remote play, using my Mac upstairs, and that felt less laggy than it did on Switch natively. So yeah, I think they've got some way to go to refine it on that. Again, a lot of people have said it's fine, but again, when you compare it to like the main not the main console, but the home consoles, they seem a lot more adept.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's the kids love it though. Like my 5-year-old play it at the weekend. And, first couple of games, he was like, "I'm not good at this. I don't like this." I was like, "No, you'll get there. Like you're playing against 60 people. That's take a while." Within a couple of hours, he was like getting wins every other time he was playing it. I was like, "I've never even done that. That's amazing."
Yeah. We've been potty training Jesse, so he was literally sat there on the potty, and it's the first time I've ever seen him engaged in a game, and he was just, because the colours, the way that the characters are, and whenever anything was falling off, or the part at the end of each round where it knocks all them off, he was in hysterics. He was just laughing his head off. So it was one of those games where I was like, he's starting to understand gaming as well. He was coming over to the controller, recognise that I'm playing this game, and laughing my head off, and he's laughing his head off. So yeah,
it's a great family game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really good one to pass the controller around as well, because it's fun to watch, and it's
it's a great one.
Arguably more fun to watch than to play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. And it's a really great one for Epic to have got hold of. If they do something similar to Fortnite, where they can make like an arena where you can just play with friends, I think that's a really great idea. And hopefully something
you
like
can
that.
You can do that.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah, but you need
just with friends.
You need a minimum of 10 though. But you can do a private arena, but you need a minimum of 10 people.
Well, there we go. That's something we should definitely try. That'd be brilliant.
Definitely.
That's a no-brainer. Community night, lock it in.
Yeah.
Before we move on to Lewis, Dan, did you say you played a bit of Returnal as well?
I did. Jumped into the cooperative with Carl, and that would have been game of the year, I think, had the co-op been out with it, because that's a completely different game to me now, where playing that and trying to, yourself, one of the early kind of like rooms that you go into where like that red kind of bubble's there and you're waiting for it to metamorphosize into like one of the creatures. Like the tactics now employed when like that's there, maybe two of them are in a room, two of the Ents, the tree guys, are in a room as well, and they're like trying to attack you. Like one of you distracting him, if one of you's got a shotgun, like you kind of taking out, you're waiting for your soup to kind of power up and then be able to send that. Like it is just so much fun. So we played it the other day, and the two of us been like constantly going, "Oh, do you want to play tonight?" "Oh, I can't, I've got this," or X, Y, and Z. "Oh, what about tonight? Can we do time podcasting?" "Oh, what a shame. Can we do it this other night?" And it's been that kind of that motion. So yeah, absolutely amazing mode, and it's slick. I've not had any issues with it at all. No lag. Carl was playing on pretty crappy internet, had no issues. It does downgrade graphics slightly, I think, but again, I'll take that for the slick kind of 60 FPS. It's still wonderful to play.
Do the enemies scale for the number of people playing?
I can't tell, if I'm brutally honest, because the difficulty of Returnal anyway. But
I think they do. I think I've read somewhere that they do get a bit harder, so the bosses absorb more damage and dish out more damage, basically. Yeah, but you can revive each other, right?
You can revive each other, which is again very, very. So maybe takes like 4 or 5 seconds to revive. You can get hit and still continue to revive. So if you've got health and you're willing to take that risk, it's fine. So there was one run where we got quite close to killing Frike. I think it was our second try at Frike, and which is the boss in the first biome for anyone that doesn't know. And
he's my nemesis.
Yeah, I like normally on when it's just myself, I was like dancing around Frike, at the end, like killing him, barely even taking a hit. It's fine. But when there's two of you, that scaling of it is a lot more aggressive in that second and third life where it comes back. So like, or phase, I should say. So it's a lot more hard. So there was one point when Carl was trying to like revive me, and then Frike did like that ribbon move where it like sends little wave along, and he's then going to come at you with the sword, and I was just like, fuck. So it was so close to revives me, and then he dies at that point. So then the game just ended. Like shit, went back to the loop, and we're like, oh no, got to try it again. So, but yeah, absolutely brilliant, really, really fun.
It's such a good game. Like,
it really is.
I've been completely obsessed with it over the last few days.
Yeah,
just completely powered through it.
We need to play it. We definitely need to.
Some of the bosses are just like, I am just in awe all the pyrotechnics going on, and it's just like I'm getting my ass handed to me, but I'm loving every moment of it.
Yeah.
Because it's just such an epic scale. But yeah, so we are going to be doing a cross section on that with the guys from Thirsty Mage. So one or two of us and those guys. So yeah, bringing cross section back for Returnal probably later on this month.
Forward to that.
July, I should say.
You forced my hand as well, Ben. I was happy with it just sitting there being on the 3rd or 4th biome, and then you're like, oh, actually, I've just completed it on the weekend. I just sat playing it the whole weekend. Absolute
Great
bastard.
impression.
I'm not saying that was a motivating factor for me going back to it, but
That
it
always
definitely
is.
was.
Always
It's
is.
just like I'm gonna cuphead this guy again.
I'm going to cuphead this guy, by the way. I'm just going to go and do it just to ruin his weekend and his
And
week.
as soon I could not wait to tweet about it afterwards. I had everything queued up in my draft. I'm gonna tag Lewis in this.
Here we
Put it in
go.
Discord. Just like, absolute. Just throw that bait in the water.
Drop that bomb.
Made my week. That did.
Sure it did. It is such a cool game. Like I really love the story. Like the first person. I know we're not speaking about Returnal. We'll get into that. But like the first person sections in the house, very very freaky. Just it's such a cool game.
So intense.
Can't wait to see what Housemart do next. Yeah.
I want to go back and play Resogun just to see.
Oh, Resogun's
Yeah,
amazing.
upgrade
I
to it.
love Resogun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just think like presentation wise, Returnal is just like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, completely.
Visuals and the sound design. I think it's the best sound
Yeah.
design
And
I've
Jill
ever
Sense.
experienced.
The dual sense.
That part's genuinely terrifying. It reminds me of like some of the weird and wacky PlayStation 1 games like Silent Hill, where it just nails sound to the point where the game doesn't make sense, in terms of like the quality of the sound levels, like 10 times that. Some extent how God of War's sound is. Like the game's fantastic, but the sound in that game is like more God of War than God of War is. And that's exactly what Returnal's like. And then the dual sense with it as well. It's like, amazing.
It's
so
so
good.
immersive.
Yeah.
Like,
Well done, Housemart.
brilliant.
Yes.
Well done. Anything else?
No.
Nope. Just quickly for me, I have one pickup, and it's off the back of playing Shredder's Revenge. I tried to find it online, and I couldn't, so I found a cheeky little deal on Amazon and got the original series 1 and 2 on
Nice.
DVD.
Ah, nice.
DVD case is smashed, but I don't care. Yeah,
Just need a
So
DVD
forward
player
to-
now.
just that's it. Look, anyone
They
plays a
make them
DVD player,
anymore,
hit me up.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, looking forward to watching that again. It's been
Turtle
since
Power.
like 92 or whatever since I last watched it. I can't remember.
I just on Shredder's Revenge, after we played, so Alex and I finished it, was it last weekend or the weekend before? I went straight off and watched the Turtles movie.
Oh, did you?
It's just, the original one. So good. So
Yeah.
cheesy.
Yeah.
Is that the live action one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just, I could remember like every other line that they were saying. It's brilliant. Took me right back.
Yeah, cool. In terms of playing, like what Dan mentioned, over the last few days, Fortnite just had a hankering to play with it. Back to Manscaped again.
It's bigger.
It's bigger, indeed. To play it again, and I wasn't aware that it was a new season 3, whatever it is now. But like, I love what they've done with the map. I love the weapons they've put back in. I know that both you and I, Dan, had the same love for the sniper. I think there is a heavy sniper rifle, but there's one called a DMR or something. It's like it's so much fun to use. There's an area of the map called Rave Cave or something. It's like a theme park, and you can go inside these spheres, and you can ride rails, but you can also go around the island with them using like these like suckers. You can shoot a sucker and attach yourself on a tree and like slingshot yourself around. It's so much fun to play. It's much fun to play.
It's fantastic. I think the good stuff about Fortnite, and because they've got so many weird and wonderful skins, I think every so often you'll get like a very serious kind of major theme kind of season, like the Secret Agent one, which we kind of fell off at that point. It wasn't our thing, but then after a while it just bursts into like this colourful, stupid, storyline where there's no real point to it, but it's like, Darth Vader's there fighting, I don't know, one of the banana men, and it's all these kind of weird little things, and it's just a complete merge of all the aesthetic that Fortnite's had over like the last couple of years, and that's where it's the most fun for me. So yeah, and the map feels like that as well. It feels as if everything's just blowing up, and it's great. It's just really cool.
So yeah, I've got a couple of wins. I want to get what Alex has said, because if you win, you get a crown, and then you can get a crowned victory. So I managed to get a crowned victory, and then I came second the game after. So I need to see what happens. I'm sure it's just maybe like bump up in points for a crown victory, but you can also pick up crowns from people who have dropped them if you've eliminated.
Is that
a winner?
It seemed to have sorted itself out in the battle pass, where you can buy what you want next rather than just getting what you get, if that makes sense. So
so you get battle stars after each. You get like 5 stars each for each level you go up.
Yeah.
But you also get a crown. So like if you win, the next game you play, there's like a golden hue around you.
Oh, right, okay.
And if you see someone like that means they're just off the back of a win. But then you get something, or you get extra XP if you win 2 on the bounce. Okay. I think. But yeah, really cool. I can see myself just getting sucked right back into it.
Ready to play?
Like
when you want to play, we'll play.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm quite keen to get back into it. I played one game at the weekend weekend before last.
Did you win?
Did you win? I came 10th.
No,
wrap it up. That's all I'm saying. Let's get playing. Come on, keep going.
Let's go. Yeah. So this will be the next Elden Ring for the next 10 podcasts. All it'll be is us speaking about Fortnite. Okay. Shall we jump on into the new news? Right, we've only got one news topic to go through today, and that is the Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase that happened earlier on this afternoon. Now, of those who may remember, whenever you read the words Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, you should feel a degree of dread, because that was I think each sort of following one has got a lot better, but this is the one that sort of started on with like Bakugan, and everyone was really hyped about the thing before it started, and then it sort of lost its way a little bit. But yeah, this one, I'm going to run through all the games, and then we can go back through.
Yeah.
Do it. See which ones we want to speak about. Do it. So, in order, Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, Nier Automata, the end of Yoha Edition, Lorelei and Laser Eyes, Super Bomberman R2, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Pac-Man World Repack, Blanc, I don't know why I said it like that, Return to Monkey Island, Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope, Little Noah, Scion of Paradise, Railgrade, RPG Time, The Legend of Wright, Max Wright, Sonic Frontiers, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Live Alive, or is it Live Alive? Live Alive, I think. Doraemon, Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom, title's too long, Minecraft Legends, Dragon Quest Treasures, Captain Velvet Meteor, The Jump Dimensions, Portal Companion Collection, Harvestella, and that's it. And of course, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 motherfucking Royal
with cheese.
Royale with cheese. All right. So obviously, let's leave the obvious one to a little bit later on. But out of those, but overall, what do you guys think of that?
I wrote down thoughts.
Oh,
I was writing down thoughts when I was going through it. I thought it was a really great. Why that was a mini, I have no idea. Because if they would have thrown in 1 or 2 Nintendo games into that, that would have been one of the best directs that we probably had in the last 3 years. So yeah. I think
fantastic. That would have been why it was a mini, was the fact there was no Nintendo content in there.
Yeah. Said that though,
a lot there, but there are a couple I don't understand. Super Bomberman R2. That's just been a Super Bomberman game, and it looks exactly the same. I'm sure Bomberman aficionado Ben will have something to say about that, but
yes, I do.
Do you know?
Yeah, so the one that came out recently was the online one that was originally released on Stadia.
Oh.
But Yeah, so Super Bomberman R was the one that came out at the launch of the Switch, I think. As I recall.
I think that
Yeah.
sounds
Five-
about right.
This is the sequel to that, and it's added
5
in a
years is still too short a time for another Bomberman game.
You can never have too many Bomberman games. It is probably one of the most played games in our household. And this new mode looks cool, kind of like a asymmetrical multiplayer.
Could be a good
More
one.
Bomberman is always a good thing.
Good to jump into. Yeah.
Love it. Not the most exciting reveal, but
No.
still solid, and that was my overall take of this presentation. I think it was a solid 7.
Yes.
7.5.
I'd say about the same. Dan, your written thoughts. Do you want to take us through some of them?
Yeah. So Blanc looked really cool.
Yes.
It did.
Sad doggy game is what I've written down here. Console exclusive.
Yeah.
20
Are these thoughts or are these just
Facts.
thoughts and facts, Ben.
okay?
Fucking rein it in. What have you written? Nothing. At least I prepared. Console exclusive 2023. That looked really cool. Secret of Monkey Island. Is it Secret of Monkey Island? I think it is.
Return
to Monkey Island.
Okay, yeah, didn't get my notes right. Return to Monkey Island. The remake looks very nice. The art
does.
style, art style isn't my thing, I would say, but I can't deny that looks fantastic anyway, and a lot of people are going to be very excited by that.
So just on Return to Monkey Island, so I think the game just before it was a Gearbox game, but the art style of Return to Monkey Island reminded me of Guacamelee.
Yeah, very similar. Looks a little bit too much like a mobile game for my liking, because that art style to me is synonymous with quite a few different mobile games, but yeah, still fine, still cool. Mario Rabbids, fine again, but we all know that's going to go down in price pretty quickly, so I think that's something that I'll probably hold off on. Legend of Right looked really cool, but very similar.
Did look really cool.
Very similar in concept to Plucky Squire. That looks better.
Yeah.
But again, good that it's August, so it'll be really interesting to play that. Kingdom Hearts 4 looks fantastic, aka Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've written here, wonder if you can bang out some of the characters and wife them, because it seemed like that type of game. So Donald Duck, just watch out.
Donald Duck.
Anybody got a good Donald? What'd you say, Donald Dirt?
Duck.
Anyone got a good Donald Duck impression? Anyone? Before...
No.
No Man's Sky.
You were going to do it there. You were going to.
Go on, do it. He's got the little nose crease. Go on, you've got to try it.
No, I'm not going to do it. No.
Yeah. No Man's Sky, it showed like a little snip of that. Looked awful.
Yes.
That looked god
They run
awful.
like arse.
Oh, that
Did
looked terrible.
I never.
Yeah,
I never
rewatch
noticed
it.
running
Rewatch.
bad.
Yeah, rewatch it. It looked
Okay.
fucking terrible. It looked awful. Harvestella. So that looked like Mark Grumpsteak's worst nightmare. I said basically a 3D Stardew with RPG mechanics and a Xenoblade aesthetic. And then it went like Season of Death, Quietus. And I said that sounded really wank. It looked awful. Because it was like it was, why do you need to explain like the red evenings that happen in Breath of the Wild? It's like, it just needs to be called like the Season of Death, and then you don't need to rename it Quietus as well.
I quite like the Red Evening. That's a good name. Not the Blood Moon, the Red Evening.
The red evening.
Not making a joke
Red sky at night.
about that. Shepherd's pie. So, and obviously then I'll get to the main kind of highlight, but I don't know if you guys want to talk about anything else before I start.
One thing that jumped out for me was that there seemed to be quite a few farming simulator games in that. So that Harvestella, that was a farming sim. Doraemon's Story of Seasons had elements of farming in it. I'm sure there was another one, but I can't think. Just even going through that
You
list.
do get that though, like a year or two after something like Animal Crossing's come out. It's like when Breath of the Wild came out.
There hasn't been one of these directs that hasn't had some sort of farming or crafting game with a cat.
Or a Disney game.
Yeah.
Like, it's
and
always been...
that was my bold prediction in Discord this morning, was there's going to be a crafting game.
With a cat.
Probably on an island, probably with a cat.
Nailed it,
I think Doraemon's pretty much that, isn't it?
basically.
For me, I think there was a lot to like here. I think Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak was a bit of a... I think we've seen enough of that.
That was my
So it's
thought.
kind of like, get it out of the way. And then they had about 8 splash screens at the end of it, where it's like,
was like-
available now, and then
Yes.
get this as well, and it was just a bit, come on.
Had the
come
Smash
on.
Brothers like DLC pack
Yeah, exactly.
style thing showing up.
But I thought having Nier Automata was pretty cool reveal. I thought I don't know. I know Alex is not a fan of the game, but it's pretty, pretty big game to have on the Switch. There's going to be a physical version of it. Interested to see if that is all on the cartridge,
With a T-shirt.
how it ends up looking with a T-shirt if you buy directly from Square Enix. Only in large though, so.
What's the T-shirt? I never
some
noticed
of
that.
us
Is it
are
just a
out.
T-shirt with just a Square Enix T-shirt?
It's got the little Nier face thing on it.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what?
the face.
I'm having a red evening. That's what it says. Isn't it?
Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I've heard nothing but good things about Mega Man Battle Network, so I'm very interested to pick that up. Other ones for me that jumped out. I mean, Live Alive. I was already sold on that anyway, so I'll probably give the demo a little bit of a
That's
run
a
out.
good-
Sell it to me, by
a
the
good
way.
point.
I've not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not really seen too much about it. I know it's been featured a couple of times, but
Because it just looks so much like a Octopath, it
yeah.
puts me off a little bit.
I think the
I know
difference.
that's a totally
I'd say that.
different story and game.
Yeah, I
But,
think
like,
the
I've got-
difference is it's set all in different time periods as well. So like you go, it's like some that are set in the future.
You've
and
just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Because it said it was like the past, the something, and it went the distant future. Then I just started thinking the distant future, the year 2000, from Flight of the Conchords. That song.
Exactly. No idea.
Carry
But,
on.
Yeah.
sorry.
So that that looks very cool, and yeah, I think Portal Companion Collection. I'm not a massive Portal fan, but I've seen enough to want to be and I think I might enjoy it on Switch.
Price
Or-
point's fantastic on that as well.
Yeah.
What? I mean, who hasn't bought it that we know of?
Well, I have.
Apart from me and you, Ben. But
I haven't bought it yet, but I will.
I probably will.
I bought it before we started, so
Well,
it should have been pick up and play. But
The video that Max posted in our group earlier, the Patreon WhatsApp group. Patreon.
One when he was in the bush?
Slash the crossplays. No, the other one. That was.
oh, okay.
That was the evidence.
where he was showing like the motion controls, or the giro, in the yeah, that's built into Portal, so it runs at 60 frames per second. It's got gyro controls. It's pretty impressive. So I'll probably get it at some point, but probably wait for a sale. I'm not like
A sale.
dying to play it. Yeah. But
How
still, 13
long
13
does it
pound
take
50.
to complete Portal and Portal 2? Can I just hammer A for half an hour and complete the game? I need to put it on Twitter. I need to complete games. You fucking scumbag.
He is.
Green is not your colour.
Ooh.
Not happy.
I think you guys have covered most of what I had in my list. I think the only one that you haven't mentioned is Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Was one that comes out next year, a
Great
puzzle
name.
game. I thought that looked really quite cool.
Mm.
Other thing, it's good to see confirmation, I guess. I don't think it'd been confirmed before, but I'm not sure. Like, seeing Minecraft Legends, and that just confirms that will come to all platforms again. But after the Xbox
Yeah.
showcase, we weren't sure whether they'd keep the exclusive. Didn't think they would, but it's good to see they're not. Sonic Frontiers looked shite again.
It did.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It didn't look as bad as it had before. It looks slightly better.
But still
But
shit.
like,
The
it's
levels
still
so
rubbish.
when it showed the bit that's not the open zone areas, where it showed the bit that looked like Sonic games, where it's either set in a city or set
Yeah.
in Green Hills, that looked alright. But all the rest of it, where you're just fighting some weird robot
Yeah.
Like, no.
in the middle of nowhere,
There's
it just
no
looks-
there's no environment that a 3D Sonic character looks good in.
No.
I'm yet to see one. Like, it looks fine in 2D, but like when it's the 3D character and it's this blue weird creature thing with red shoes
Just
on,
looks odd.
you can't make it look good. Yeah, it just needs completely trashing and reinventing. Come on, Sega, do a decent Sonic game, please.
The only other thing I had written down was the lack of Silk Song is surely the final nail in its 2022 coffin.
I'd agree with that. Unless there's a bigger
Didn't I say
direct around the
2022?
corner. Yeah.
There has to be a direct.
I just feel like if it was
has to be.
coming this year, I think we'd have had a release date between it getting shown at the Xbox showcase and then seeing it here. I feel it's now going to get into 2026.
I think the only pushback to that is it's too big a game to show in what we've just seen. I think because Persona 5 and all the Persona games was in this one, it made more sense to kind of leave it be. And whereas Nintendo really want to, we haven't got exclusivity to it, but we've got the exclusive release date, which we can announce first. That's a big win. So yeah, I could see that coming in next Direct, and there being a bit of a
Yeah.
We're assuming that, obviously. You never know what
Shadow drop
bag Microsoft have given Team Cherry.
I'm still saying it's a console times exclusive on Switch. It's not. It's console, it's Switch and PC, and then the other two later.
Yeah,
Telling you. This Friday when it's getting released, there's going to be a direct on Thursday, and they're going to go. Hollow Knight Silksong's going to be out on the 1st of July 2022.
Just like that State of Play that's coming on Thursday, isn't it?
yeah. Don Coop says bigger Direct, Metroid, Breath of the Wild 2, and Silksong.
Madness.
Madman.
Imagine that.
Madman.
Jiminy crickets.
Living in a dream world. So obviously Portal, that collection was shadow dropped today. I thought that other game, Little Noah Scion of Paradise, that's obviously just going to fly completely under the radar, but I thought it looked quite cool.
Looked alright.
Almost like worth a punt. But I feel like that's going to just completely get overlooked because of Portal and everything else that was announced here. But I thought if we can get a code for that, I would happily give that a go.
Wish it into existence, that'll work.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a code.
Speaking of wishing things into existence,
Oh, nice.
Well, it's only taken
Manscaped. No,
It's only taken 4 years, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 years. So, like, jokes aside, I need to go back and find out when I first wanted that on the Switch Island. So, just to kind of like then be able to clip all the prediction shows after it before E3. I remember saying to Bobby, Nintendo Guru, like, he got me in one of the pre-3 shows, and I was like, yep, it's going to be P5, it's going to be the Tomb Raider trilogy, and then it's going to be Persona 5. I was like adamant about it, and obviously I've kept that same spirited response all the way up until probably about a year ago when I just gave up entirely, because I was like, it's never going to come after all of those surveys that we've done and completed saying we want it on Switch, and it's never going to happen, especially after last week. And when Max just came in and was like, not going to happen, you trust people like that because he's got a bit of industry clout. He must know a little bit something. Other people are quite quiet in the chat backing him up, and then all of a sudden, there we go. Right, last announcement, Morgana pops up, Dreamland, and I was jumping up and down in the office. I was made up finally. So I've genuinely, I stopped playing that game adamant a couple of years ago that it was going to come out on Switch. So I played Persona 5 probably up until like the last quarter, and then stopped playing it because I was like, "What? I don't want to finish it. I love this game too much. I don't want to finish it. I want to play this on Switch. It's going to happen." Then I bought Royale, the like the collector's edition for that. Never played it. Still got the steelbook there. Haven't even booted it up. And again, I was just like, it's going to come on Switch, so I've got the collector's edition. And I think that was the part that excited me the most. Is like had a load of asterisks on the releases for all the different games, and all of the old ones like Golden and Persona 3. They're all digital only. But then Persona 5 Royal seems like it's getting a physical release for Switch and for Xbox. Like that makes me very happy as well. So I can get a little Switch cartridge with Persona 5 Royal, hopefully all on there, and add that to the collection because that is just an incredible game to have. So
I mean, you mean we can all get a little
All
copy
get
of
it,
yeah.
Persona 5 Royal, and we'll get a
I feel
little
like I'm
Switch
gonna have to buy a
cartridge.
couple of copies now and just like do some sort of Patreon giveaway for people because I was
Not sure that's what he said. I'm pretty sure he said he was going to buy us all a copy.
No way of getting out
I
of
am
this.
genuinely excited for this as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Same.
perfect marriage of game and platform.
Yeah,
It's finally happened.
Let's hope it runs nicely.
it's the best Pokemon game.
It'll be fun.
Best Pokemon game on a Nintendo console now. Proudly say that. So very excited.
So, I think it'll run fine, Alex. It's not particularly
Nah, it's not
hardware
demanding.
intensive. It's very sort of stylized. If was it Sharp FE can run fine?
It was
Same level of fidelity as that.
there was a PlayStation 3 version of this. So like I'm pretty sure it'll run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll run fine on Switch. So it'll be okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, be fine.
Amazing. We might even finish it.
We might. Yeah, we might.
Maybe.
Finally play it together. Create a group.
It does
There's
put
another
me in
cross-section.
gives me a bit of a conundrum though. Like whether do I just say the PS4 version, just give up on that now?
Well,
It's like 40 hours in.
You didn't do Royal, did you? You did just
No.
5. So
So
yeah,
whether-
similar boat. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe just
Kill it
cut
off.
that off and just start from fresh.
I reckon
And
so.
Was it October, isn't it?
21st of October.
21st.
21st?
Yeah, I wrote-
A lot of these games were coming out in October, I noticed. It's
Yeah.
quite a stacked month.
October is rammed, which is fantastic. So yeah, the October 21st. Again, like I said, 2 mainland games coming that were prior as well. Golden's going to be really interesting for people to replay that because I remember very fond memories of that on Vita. And then, like I said, physical editions have coming to Switch and Xbox, so that'll be banging.
Incredible.
Amazing! It finally happened. I don't know what to move on to now. What do I want next?
Yeah.
Something I'll get now.
I've got
Maybe
nothing else.
in 4 years'
I've got
time.
nothing else to live for.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'll have to have a think.
Well, my
You're
whole thing
complete.
was winding you up that Persona 5 wasn't on Switch. Now what do I have?
Yeah, but you know what you'll do next? You'll start finding
Nothing.
sourcing more merchandise for me to pick up like you did last
That's
time.
exact.
You're absolutely
Great point.
everything. Oh, we've seen an Android stand over there. They're really fine. Okay, go get one of those. They're fine. So yeah, love it. Can't wait. Amazing.
Delightful. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I enjoyed what I played on the PlayStation. But I was
So
like,
you
I
didn't
want to
actually play
sit
it though, Lewis, did you? I think you set it to play itself.
to play itself. The first 5 minutes played itself for me. It was
Very
fantastic.
funny. Very, very funny.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to sit in front of the telly to play a game that size. I think that what you're saying, like for it to be on Switch and to be able to like sit and play it on the bus, sit and play it,
Yes.
you know, anywhere you want on the toilet. It's just going to feel a lot easier to play because I remember like when Mike was playing through it, he was like, I thought it was going to end, and it just seemed to keep on going. And then it's like it was another like
Yeah.
X amount of hours before it finished. So having that comfort of being able to play it on the Switch and to not feel tethered to a screen
Yeah.
is very good.
There's a reason this
It's
game.
legit like
Go on.
80 to 100 hours, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Massive game.
Yeah, it's massive. I was going to say as well, it's been expanded with Royal as well, but with good quality content, a lot of quality of life improvements. So it's definitely worth, I think, looking into them before picking it up. But hopefully, like I said, it'll be Switch taxed. I think we're probably going to get probably full price, 40, 50 quid or whatever it is,
Yeah.
which isn't ideal, especially when Royal pretty much is in every sale every month on the PlayStation Store. And usually, I think I've seen it less than 20 quid.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely been
It's
less than 20 quid a
It's
couple
about
of times. Which is,
$17.50 or something.
yeah.
But to
unreal.
have it all on cart and
Yeah.
know that it will probably hold its value a lot better, and yeah, playing it portably is just ideal because I don't know if Royal did it add more voice acting because that was my biggest issue was the amount of reading that just put
Oh,
me to sleep.
there's a new
time I played it.
character in it, so I'm going to guess there's more. But
Yeah, a lot of it isn't voice acted though. It's a bit like there's
right,
a lot
okay.
of just text heavy areas, which is fine, but it's just a bit like
We'll have a look.
yeah, playing
Why
it
not?
last thing at night is very tiring.
That's the old you though, Ben, when you cared. Now you don't.
That'll do nothing for
Hey.
your numbers.
Ruthless.
He'll manage it in the weekend. That's what he does now. Just the weekend.
Creates hours.
Somehow squeeze 100 hours out of a weekend.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Not
All right, cool.
Hermione.
Just that's a Harry Potter reference. That's not Star Wars. Okay, do you want to? We'll move on. So some of you may remember that in January we had a little bit of a prediction thing happening, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
What was that? What happened? What did we do? What did we say? There was a point system. I remember that.
Ben had a lovely point system. We all set 4 predictions, and then we had to decide how many points each other's predictions were worth. That was what we did. Not you, Dan. You weren't here, unfortunately, so you can be smart for leaving.
What do you mean,
dear.
absent sound? Okay, hold on. Where's my button? There we go. Switch my camera off on the stream.
So, we would like to revisit these predictions. See.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Just, I mean, I'd like to know, has anyone got any points at all? That would be great. Is anyone on the boards yet?
I don't think so. Well,
Right.
I certainly don't. I've kind of got half a prediction right, but the other one's a bit wrong. So I'll quickly run through them. Right. So
Go on.
my predictions were Xbox would release a streaming stick. They announced it and talked about it, but they haven't released it. But they have released a TV app. Kinda.
No, not
So,
really.
Not quite.
No.
No.
Zero.
Can I be the adjudicator? Can I do like...
Yeah. Definitely.
Xbox acquires Warner Brother Games. They haven't. They're acquiring Activision. But delays will remain prevalent. That's true. With neither Breath of the Wild 2 nor God of War 2 making 2022 with another big February next year. Still halfway there, and we still don't know that God of War's coming. I think they're just winding
so you'll
us
get
up.
a point if God of War doesn't come out.
Yeah. And Xbox Connect will relaunch, because that was just a piss take, because you told me all my predictions were too sensible.
Oh yeah.
So that was mine. Lewis, Silk Song will
Mine,
release
fully.
on February the 14th. Clearly didn't happen. The Steam Deck would be delayed until 2023. Didn't happen.
Bits of it have, though. The full fat version's delayed, is it not?
That's
They're all kind of
It's
coming,
not-
and they've upped production numbers. I think they're getting
I
there.
mean,
So
it's like dribs and drabs. I want everyone who pre-ordered it needs to get
people
it.
have got it. It's released.
Aye.
Everyone
No, quiet.
who pre-ordered needs to get it
No.
by the 31st of December.
No. Super Mario Brum. Yeah, we've not had Super Mario Brum.
So Super Mario Brum was the mix of Super Mario and Brum, the 1990s children's television program.
Beloved children's
Ma-
television program.
It's like a mashup of the Mushroom Kingdom in Birmingham, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Sticky's there.
It's lovely.
And the
You're
last,
right. I'm a fucking car. Oh my god, I've got whales. Boop boop.
Sorry, Birmingham.
I d-
I ordered a Peaky Blinders. Boop boop. Sorry, I'll stop now. It's more Dudley that as well, in fairness.
I think your last one was Game Boy Advance, Game Boy games, and Switch Online, which still haven't come.
Could happen.
Could happen, still not here.
You know, we are getting a lot of Game Boy Advance games, like those Mega Man Battle
Yeah.
Network games.
Still doesn't count.
Castlevania ones. I know.
Doesn't
needs to
count.
be
I'm
on.
just,
Yeah.
I'm throwing in my bone.
Thanks, Ben.
Not unusual.
Excuse me, please.
Ben's predictions were Inscription will release on Switch and be the highest reviewed score on Switch in the year.
Still possible.
Still possible, but hasn't happened. Ben will cancel his Steam Deck and Dan will buy one. So Ben's cancelled his, but Dan hasn't bought one.
Half a point.
So,
Half a point.
Not happening.
No.
No chance. No half points in
Half a
this.
point. I'm half right.
no.
Okay, I get half a point for Hollow Knight then.
And I get
We'll release.
and I get half a point for Breath of the Wild 2 getting. His third prediction was Nintendogs.
Might happen.
Is that it? Just there is a game called
Nintendo.
Just
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah. And finally, Lewis will not own any platinums, which Lewis has already discredited.
No, there was a caveat in there though.
Yeah,
Well,
was
it couldn't be
allowed to
Astro Ball.
Proper full length games.
No.
I'm giving.
Yeah, I
I'm
reckon
giving him that
No,
for
I'm
escape.
not
Not your fucking
No.
Artful Escape.
Giving him
You've
a-
already played on Xbox. No, not having
It didn't auto pop, so
No.
it counts.
You said it couldn't be Astrobot, but it could be anything.
It's got to be a full length game. It can't be like 3 hours on.
Define
Artful
what's a
Escape.
full length game. Define what a full length game
Like a
is.
proper game. Like not just a walking simulator. No.
It's a proper game. I got a platinum. That's it. Done it. Completed
Get
it.
the Elden Ring platinum and come back and talk to me.
No.
And finally, Mark's predictions. Heretic Remastered announced or leaked. We didn't even know what Heretic was.
Still don't.
Still don't. Still not heard a leak or release, so say no points there. There'd be a Metroid pinball spin-off. Haven't seen one of them yet. There would be a brand new GTA for Switch. No. Was it that? Is it specifically brand new? I think this was after the remaster. It was after the remaster. Yeah, that was November.
Fair.
And Metroid Prime will get released this year, which if least recent rumours are to go by, that one could have some clout.
Yeah, recent rumours or 4-year-old rumours even.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But it has raised its ugly head again. Or nice head.
So terrible
Nice
predictions.
Yeah. I think that Super Mario Brum is a very real possibility.
It's just like
Wahoo.
the others.
So that was our predictions.
I think they're pretty good.
That's
Snaps for our poor predictions.
clicking for absolutely nothing that's going to come to existence there. Terrible.
Yes.
A lot of you. Awful.
I still think you'll get a Steam Deck.
I'm not getting one. Like, I've looked at enough of it now to know when I'm not going to get one.
It's definitely a new model type one. The first edition of it's not worth
Doesn't
it.
interest me. It scares me too much that I'd like to play a game on it and it wouldn't be compatible. So, that bothered me.
It just looks unwieldy, the thing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Agreed. That's why I'm not getting one. Ben.
Yeah. Well, that was good. So, yeah, check back probably around Christmas time when we'll see how we've all done throughout the year. I would like to say apologies to all of our Discord people. You answered a question in Discord earlier on, and I totally ignored you. And it was I want to know your favourite announcement from today's Nintendo Direct Mini. Ben Sand's best answer will win £10 worth of eShop credit to scratch in their next gaming itch. Hands. So Telebear, can Tyler win this? I don't think he can because he's now doing a podcast with us. Very torn at this point. Portal is an absolutely fantastic shadow drop. Equally, the fact that they're putting Nier and Persona on Switch means I'm hopefully going to play those games where I haven't been able to get them in before. Very good point.
Don't do it.
No, you're not going to win that. You're not winning, Tyler. You're not winning. You want to win credit, then you need to go and sit on the sidelines. That's it. And you also can't be winning cross seasons either. None of that nonsense. You need to start sandbagging. Like what I've been doing, sandbagging. None of this pish saying that you're just beating me all the time. Sandbagger. Become a sandbagger. Like good old Lewis Wilson. Shy Guy. Mega Man Battle Network Collection. And a little robot. Frosticles 43 Dragon Quest treasures for me. I've been itching to jump back into that world in some form at some point. I restarted Dragon Quest 11. Shout out to the Persona games though. Never played one, so keen to get stuck in.
Shout
out to Persona.
Shout out.
No. Happy to Jamie Pennig. Happy to have finally been proven wrong that Persona 5 was never coming to Switch. Would have made a lot of people very happy to see it happen. Wardy, 100%.
100.
100. That's the winning comment so far, Dan. Gamer Jason, an RPG fan feast. I'm struggling with comments. Sorry, guys.
It's alright, Lewis. I'll dub over it in the edit again.
Thanks. An RPG fan feast, which means a lot I wasn't interested in, but I still walk over that with a few games I'm interested in, including Blanc, Return to Monkey Island, Mario and Rabbids, and The Legend of Max Lounge Right. He didn't say that last bit.
No,
Lounge Right. Alex, on a negative side, I don't want to say it, we're not seeing Silksong this year. Go and fuck yourself. And then the rest of them, let's see, Mark Hammond being negative.
I think Alex was the
Sean
grumpy
Hughes.
one.
I was a grumpy.
Sean Hughes had a good one a bit further down.
You can read that one, Ben. It's like a novel.
Oh god. There's nothing I love more than a cheeky shadow drop on a random Tuesday afternoon. So the Portal collection has to be my favourite announcement. For the measly price of a pre-owned copy of Final Fantasy XII, shut up, Sean. I can get two very well thought after games that I've yet to play. Happy days. Now, whilst I'll refrain from giving a shout out to an inanimate object, Persona 5 does deserve a mention. I've heard too much about it not to be excited, and from what I've seen, I think the Switch is the perfect place for it. Basically, echoing what we've said there.
Yes.
My only reservation is that I often hear people say how good it is, but then they say they've never finished it. It's clearly good value for money, but does it have enough to hold people's attention for the 100 hours it takes to complete? Going around the room? No. No. But I do think that portability is going to help, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. 100%. I think it's one of those games that need to be in the right mood for it, and in terms of JRPGs, it's regarded as probably top 5. So
certainly, battle system is way up there.
Oh yeah, just
Battles and the style of it, the
presentation, audio, completely.
So then after that, after that was mainly just people complaining about Portal 2. I think we are good. I would vote Sean Hughes' dissertation for the winning call.
I think it was so eloquently put that it's certainly worthy of a prize.
Yeah.
What he's done there is he's tried to win, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's put some effort in. Yeah,
he's gone. Do you know what? This is serious. I'm gonna go for this. I want that.
A couple of callbacks. We love all that.
Yeah. Brilliant.
You've won.
I mean, if he'd have played the game properly, he'd have then waited to buy Portal 2 with the credit.
If any of them played the game properly, one, do a shout out, and then 2, slag us off. That's key to winning these things. So
that's all it takes.
Up your game, please.
I did tell him points off for the lack of shout out.
Good. Right, well, I think that's us done for this evening. I would like to give our wonderful Patreons from patreon.com/the crossplayers a shout out, and I want you guys, Alex, then Ben, then Dan, just to make a noise after I've said their name. Jason Bryant, that's classic Alex.
Oh, Alex.
vintage Alex noise there.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
Carl Hughes.
Oh.
Sticky Simpson. Max L. Wright.
Hello, I can't say that.
Ethan Hunt.
now we're just laughing at everyone's name. Brilliant.
Ethan Hunt.
Oh, you want me
George
to go
Hughes.
again? Oh,
George Hughes.
Dan, that's you.
What, me?
Sean.
Jason Frost. Lalena de Saltos. I don't know who it is.
No.
Sarah Perbrick.
Des Hotels.
Des Hotels.
Des Hotels. It's like
Des
a chain of Australian hotels.
Yeah. It was a good way that she described it. That she sort of explained it to you, Alex.
After she'd schooled me about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Des Hotels.
I've just been saying
Des Hotels.
Des Hotels for like 2 years at this point.
She never corrected us once.
No.
Sarah Perbrick, Rebecca Rudranath, Tim Off, Luke Cooper, Kevin Scully, Mark Hamden, Nate Ellingsworth, thank you very much for your contributions. They are very much appreciated. Finger clicks all round. Alex, if people want to find you online, where can they go?
They can go to @SSAlex984 on Twitter, or please come join our Discord. You can go to thecrossplayers.com/Discord. There's a little link in there.
In where?
And where?
There's a little link in where?
Crossplayers.com/Discord.
Ah, okay. Ben,
Hello.
what about you? What's happening?
Same as Alex.
Cool.
Go to his Twitter.
Go, yep.
I'll point you to
Dan.
Ben.
Dan's writing something down.
Oh no, he's got his marigold back on.
It's the pyrotechnics to see it out.
Jesus Christ.
His Twitter handle and lights. He's going to spell it out with sparkle.
Alexa, turn the lights in the office off.
Fire alarm's gonna go off. Yeah.
I live in a house, not in a blooming business estate. Find me at Downward Tweets.
You don't have fire alarms in your
At
house.
Downward Tweets on Twitter. I feel like I'm in Zap or Art Attack, with just a hand. With like,
Why have you got the sparkler in the
non-marinated
hand?
Never been the best at health and safety. Oh no, the bottle of water's not worked. It's not just a bottle of water, there was sparkler in it. Oh, brilliant. Oh.
Take us home, Lewis.
Yeah. And I'm at that Dr. Fact on Twitter, but don't bother to follow me. Go to Discord and come and say hello. Like Alex said, you can get us all on Twitter at the Crossplayers. Go to thecrossplayers.com for links to all of our relevant places that you can speak to us. You can get into Discord there, you can go to the shop there. There are some lovely new t-shirts which I think are just Patreon exclusives. If you want to become a patron, there's a link to Patreon there, or you can go to patreon.com/crossplayers to support us from as little as £2 a month, and you get access to loads of different exclusive content, perks and giveaways.
You can buy them, but they're more expensive if you buy them on Redbubble, but they're cheaper if you come and join the Patreon. That's the whole point of it.
Yes, excellent. And
It's a
going
trap.
forward,
Star Wars reference.
Hey.
and as soon as you can,
Little
as we
fish,
can get,
little fish guy. Sorry.
that's all right.
Ruined
That's
it.
fine. And as soon as we can get to work, we'll be recording CrossCast, Crossbutton, and X players solely for our patrons. So come and say hello. Also, remember Manscaped.com code CROSS for 20% off plus free worldwide shipping. Go and give your balls a little treat and help them using those codes. That's it.
Stop
That's everything
making
done.
me laugh.
Is that your humour? Brilliant.
It hurts.
Just a marigold inflated. Admiral Akbar. That's the fella, isn't it?
That's the one.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Oh.
Are we done?
That's it. It's time for us to go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Sony 5's on Switch.
Bye.
Fuck you, Max.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Bye.